where we laid our weapons down. Caleb Rourke rides into Ash Hollow at dusk. Dust clinging to his coat and history weighing heavier than his saddle. The valley remembers him, even if the people wish not to. He plans to pass through unnoticed, but the land has other intentions. Miriam Hale stands firm where others fled. Widowed young, she runs her ranch with quiet resolve. When she sees Caleb again, she recognizes the man and the danger, but also the weariness in his eyes. She does not look away. A broken fence forces them to work side by side. Their words are cautious, edged with memory. Miriam notices Caleb's patience with the horses. Caleb notices how Miriam commands respect without raising her voice. Something unspoken stirs. Whispers follow Caleb through Ash Hollow. Miriam hears them, but chooses to trust her own eyes. The valley holds scars from past violence, yet it still blooms. She wonders if people can do the same. Caleb stays to help guard the ranch from rustlers. Beneath the stars, silence stretches between them, heavy, intimate. Trust forms not through words, but through presence. Caleb admits fragments of his past, never seeking forgiveness. Miriam listens, understanding that grief wears many faces. For acceptance feels like mercy. Days grow quieter. Laughter returns in small moments. Caleb imagines staying. Miriam imagines allowing herself to hope. The valley seems to soften around them. Men from Caleb's former gang arrive, stirring fear. They demand his return. Miriam sees how tightly the past still grips him and fears it may take him away. Caleb refuses to leave with them. He refuses to fight for them. He chooses to stay in Ash Hollow, even knowing the cost. Miriam stands beside him, heart racing but unafraid. Violence comes anyway. The ranch is attacked under cover of darkness. Flames rise, but Caleb defends without killing. When dawn breaks, Miriam realizes love is not safety, it is courage shared. Violence comes anyway. The ranch is attacked under cover of darkness. Flames rise, but Caleb defends without killing. When dawn breaks, Miriam realizes love is not safety, it is courage shared. Morning reveals the damage left behind. Charred fence posts, a scorched barn wall, and exhaustion etched into every face. Miriam walks the land with Caleb, counting losses, but finding gratitude in what remains. Nothing was taken that cannot be rebuilt. The valley is wounded, but enlivened, so are they. Caleb rides to the edge of the valley and digs into the earth, where no one will see. He buries his gun there, hands shaking not from fear, but from release. Miriam watches from a distance, understanding the weight of the act. This is not surrender. It is a choice. That evening, they finally speak the words they have avoided. Caleb admits he is tired of running and tired of surviving alone. Miriam confesses her fear of loving someone with danger in his shadow. They agree to stay not because it is safe, but because it is honest. At sunrise, they stand together on the ridge, overlooking Ash Hollow. No preacher, no witnesses, just open sky. Their vow is simple: to stand together, to choose peace, to protect what they are building. The promise feels stronger for its simplicity. Seasons pass. The ranch thrives again. The town's suspicion softens into respect. Caleb and Miriam walk the valley hand in hand, knowing the past will never vanish, but it no longer rules them. Here, in this quiet place, they laid down their weapons and found a love worth keeping. Time moves differently in Ash Hollow now. Seasons pass, not with urgency, but with intentions bring returning green to the fields. Summer, settling warm and steady. Autumn, laying gold across the valley like a blessing. The land still remembers what it endured, but it no longer lives in fear of what might come. Neither do Caleb Rourke and Miriam Hale. They build their life the way they built trust, honestly, without rushing what matters. Mornings begin early, side by side. Coffee shared on the porch as the valley wakes around them. Caleb's hands, once trained for violence, learn the quiet language of work that sustains rather than destroys. Miriam moves through the days with a lightness she once believed she had lost forever, allowing joy to settle where grief once ruled. At night, they speak softly beneath the open sky. Caleb tells her of roads he never needs to walk again. Miriam tells him of dreams she finally dares to keep. There are no grand declarations, only small promises, repeated daily. I am here. I will stay. I choose this life with you. And each time, the words mean more. The town changes to suspicion fades into acceptance, then into respect. Ash Hollow learns that peace can be stronger than fear, that mercy can take root where blood once stained the ground. The valley breathes easier, as if relieved to rest at last. At sunset, Caleb and Miriam sit together, watching the light spill across the hills. She leans into him, without hesitation now. He holds her, without wondering if he deserves the moment. Love did not erase their past, it honored them, shaped them, and carried them forward. Here, in this quiet place where guns once decided fate, they laid down their weapons and built something gentler. Not a perfect life, but a chosen one. And in the stillness of Ash Hollow, love finally stays. Like and subscribe. Aurora Tale Wild West. God bless.